If you have trouble with noxious weeds, disease, and pests, you may want to consider removing your old mulch. And in some cases, in particular with noxious weeds, not even replacing the mulch with new stuff. So let's get into it. I recently did a video on garden cleanup in the fall, and one thing I mentioned was the plant debris and mulch in an area that may have a pest issue. Now, when I say pest, I'm referring to disease along with insects or fungus that may be a problem. So for example, if you have powdery mildew in your garden, this can overwinter in the mulch along with the plant debris. So in this case, you actually want to remove that mulch from the space. And in some cases, you may not even want to compost. Now, the jury is still out. I've read a number of different studies on this, but something like powdery mildew, scientists are not in agreement as to whether or not a hot compost can kill this form of fungal issue. But in some roads of thought think that hot compost can. So use caution if you choose to compost this. The same thing goes with critters. So if you have issues with flea beetles, for example, or slugs or snails, things like mulch can make that soil environment more inhabitable for them, and or they may be utilizing the plant debris or the mulch as a place to overwinter in the case of things like cucumber beetles or potato beetles, for example. So in this case, again, you want to remove that old mulch and choose to compost it or to throw it in the garbage. So the next question becomes, if you choose to actually remove the mulch, should you replace it with fresh new mulch? And the answer is typically yes. Mulch does help to reduce erosion, and erosion from water in particular, along with wind. And a bare soil in the fall and early spring is more susceptible in fall to wind erosion, and in spring is very susceptible to runoff, or what we consider water erosion. So the replacement of that mulch is important. Now, there are some rules with this, and I'll get into this in my video coming out very soon on overwintering perennials, but one thing is not mulching too early in the fall. So if you're going to replace or replenish that mulch and maybe put a little bit of extra mulch in place, you want to make sure you're taking particular care with perennial plants, but I'll talk about that in a different video. But in the case of annuals, a 2 to 5 inch layer of mulch will help to erase that potential threat of erosion. Now, in some cases, if you have a soil-borne issue, flea beetles is a great example of this, and or noxious weeds such as thistle, sow thistle, Canadian thistle, you name it, quack grass, you may choose to not mulch. The reason for this is because the exposure to the cold, along with the drying out nature of fall, tends to help control these pest problems, whereas the addition of mulch will actually shelter the soil from that really intense cold, so you don't get the purifying effects of winter, along with the fact that the weeds and stuff end up having a barrier against soil erosion, along with moisture retention and some warmth, which will help them carry on their legacy into the future. So if you have a particularly big issue with these, that is something to consider. Now, if you choose to remove mulch and you're worried about wind erosion in the fall and water erosion in the spring, an alternative would be a plastic poly for solarization. And I have a whole video on solarization of soil. You can do that here now in the fall, along with in the spring. You can leave it in place all winter, which will give you that erosion barrier, but without the potential side effect of weed or pest problems that can be amplified in a mulching setup. Now, where you want to put a little bit of extra mulch, maybe in areas that you've freshly seeded, you've recently added perennial fall plants and or bulbs, tubers, that sort of thing. And this comes down to, again, the actual erosion of the soil, which can expose the bulb or the seed, along with conditioning the soil in the future to retain the proper moisture, insulating it with a little bit of extra heat, which can also be achieved through the addition of heavy mounding of snow. But the main one, if you were to choose one out of all three to actually use this heavy mulching with, would actually be perennials that you've recently potted and planted outdoors. Now, I have a video coming out on planting perennials in the fall, and one thing you really do want to keep in mind is that heaving can take place, and this is essentially a pressure that can happen through the freeze-thaw cycle of early winter and late or to early spring. And this is simply going to potentially force your root ball outside of the soil surface, which can cause root ripping and obviously damage, which is harmful to the perennial, which prevents it from overwintering appropriately. So that is a video that I'm going to do separately and help you to reduce heaving. But one way to reduce heaving is actually the addition of mulch, and 5 inches or more of mulch ideally will help prevent this. Now, if there's one rule when it comes to mulching that you absolutely should follow, it is to actually mulch later in the year. So once the ground starts to freeze or things start to get cooler is the best time to mulch. Mulching too early in the fall can actually warm up the soil and prevent the plant from going into dormancy. And new growth, both root-wise and foliage-wise, can cause winter kill. So to prevent this, we want to apply our mulch later in the season. That's why I haven't remulched my garden yet, and I probably will do it sometime in November. So do keep that in mind before you go and rip all your mulch off and replace it with some new thick stuff, or in the case where you don't have disease or pest and you simply just want to add to the mulch that's already there, wait until things really truly start to cool down so we don't try to get a second resurgence of plant growth, because it is still sunny and a little bit warm in most of our climates. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you remulch in the fall or if you kind of just let everything sit until the spring. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.